Live streaming is on.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Today we study English for bank, and the English the lesson today is module 5. We focusing on the language point like writing, listening, speaking, grammar, okay, and also vocabulary. So now let's see what we study in the lesson together, all together. Okay, so go to see what are there in the unit. What are there in the lesson? Okay, module 5, the workplace. What is the workplace? Okay, look here. Module 5, the workplace.ទីកន្លែងធ្វើការងារ Okay. Now everyone, you can watch. Okay, hello everyone. If you cannot hear or see what you if you cannot see the lesson or the cannot hear the voice, you can go to watch by YouTube. And don't forget to write your name and your ID so that I can capture your name in attendance list. Thank you. Okay, module 5 the workplace ស្រីលក្ខក៏ដូចជាបងប្អូននិស្សិតទាំងអស់ក៏ដូចជាបដិជននិស្សិតមានអត់មានបានមើលវីដេអូឃ្លីបដែលខ្ញុំបាន share សប្តាហ៍មុនឲ្យទេវីដេអូឃ្លីបបង្រៀនណាឆ្លើយមកទោះបីជាមិនបានក៏គ្រូមិនយកទោសពីអីដែរណាកុំបារម្ភ
មើលឆើតែមើលអត់តន់ដល់ចប់ផង
អូខេ
នេះលោកទៅ
ចុះលំហាត់មិនបានធ្វើទេលំហាត់ណាលំហាត់នៅក្នុងសភៅបានតិចអូខេ thank you okay now we study from word list from useful language the language that I quote from module 5 the language that you need to remember ភាសាដែលយើងគួរតែត្រូវចងចាំណាមានដូចជាចំពោះភាសាអង់គ្លេសខ្ញុំអានឲ្យភាសាខ្មែរខ្ញុំអត់អានឲ្យទេព្រោះយើងចេះ pronunciation ខ្មែរច្បាស់ហើយណា attend a meeting commission give a presentation go along with you hold a meeting installation move on to the next point reach an agreement run a meeting see your point set the agenda take the minutes អូខេសូមបញ្យល់កន្លែង agenda បន្តិច agenda មានន័យថាកម្មវិធីប្រជុំឬយើងហៅថារបៀបវារៈណារបៀបវារៈស្អីអញ្ចឹងណារបៀបវារៈហើយចំពោះ minute បើសិនជាម៉ោងនាទីម៉ោងយើងហៅថានាទីប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ប្រជុំ minutes គឺស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំ minutes នោះគឺស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំណាមិនទៅហៅថាស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំមានន័យថាយើងប្រជុំទៅសម្រេចបានអ្វីអាហ្នឹងគេហៅថា the minutes អូខេយើងសម្រេចបានអ្វីខ្លះអាហ្នឹងស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំអង់គ្លេសហៅថា the minutes អូខេ expression វោហារស័ព្ទដែលត្រូវចងចាំអូខេវោហារស័ព្ទនេះប្រើសម្រាប់ speaking can I just come here do we all agree have you reached an agreement on this how do you feel about that idea I disagree I agreed I see your point but I suggest we move on to the next item on the agenda I think I'll go along with you there I'd like to suggest that we should I'd like to know more about I'm sorry but I just can't agree with you it seemed to me that let's move on Sorry, but I don't quite follow you. Sorry, but. Sorry, I don't understand. What do you think? Why don't we? Would you mind telling us a little more about? Okay, they are the language that you need to remember from word list to expression. Okay, now we go to exercise 1 for on page 46. Okay, exercise 1 on page 46. This is your own exercise. The question is that you know the art, you know the paintings and art. Where do you work or study អញ្ចឹង painting មានន័យថាគំនូរ art មានន័យថាសិល្បៈគំនូរសិល្បៈតាក់ទងនឹងគំនូរណា Okay, do you like it តើយើងចូលចិត្តវាទេ Does it help you តើវាជួយអ្វីដល់យើងទេឧមាគំនូរពីរឿងព្រះពុទ្ធនៅកន្លែងការងារមានន័យថាម៉េចជួយយើងថាម៉េចគឺជួយយើងនឹកដល់ព្រះពុទ្ធនឹកដល់សាសនារបស់រដ្ឋយើងឧទាហរណ៍អញ្ចឹងណា Okay ឥឡូវយើងមើល exercise 2 read about a company that deals with art in the workplace complete the information and with answer A B or C អញ្ចឹងក្នុង reading នេះគេបានដកពាក្យមួយចំនួនចេញហើយគេយកមកដាក់ឲ្យយើងជ្រើសរើសនៅទីនេះ Okay គឺមានពីលេខ1ដល់លេខ12ក្នុង1មានចម្លើយ4ជ្រើសរើសយកតែ1ណាអញ្ចឹងreading ក្នុង reading លក្ខណៈបំពេញបែបនេះជាប្រភេទ collocation ជាប្រភេទពាក្យផ្សារភ្ជាប់ទៅនឹងពាក្យមួយទៀតបើយើងចេះអានឹងច្បាស់យើងអាចធ្វើដោយមិនចាំបាច់ស្ដាប់ listening ក៏អាចត្រូវបានដែរណាអូខេប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវខ្ញុំដើម្បីជំនួយដល់ការ reading និងជំនួយដល់ pronunciation ខ្ញុំនឹង play reading នឹងជា full text Okay, I will play the reading with full text and then you have to listen and hear what is the missing word and then you choose the missing word from the listening to complete by the number and the word are given already. Okay, let me cut to make it near the reading so that you can see and you can choose the word. Okay. ខ្ញុំកាត់វាមកដាក់ក្បែរនេះដើម្បីអ្នកទាំងគ្នាបានមើលនិងបានផ្ទៀងផ្ទាត់ចម្លើយណាហើយខ្ញុំរួមអត្ថបទឲ្យតូចតិចឲ្យបានគ្រប់ទាំង12អូខេនេះបានគ្រប់12ហើយអូខេ right នេះគឺជាចម្លើយដែលអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចមើលអូខេOkay, អ្នកទាំងគ្នាអាចមើលនេះ A found it B said sin នេះយ៉ាងទៅណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំប្រិយធំតិចតូចពេកអាចយើងពិបាកមើលអូខេអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំថយបន្តិចទៀតចុះ135តែប៉ុណ្ណេះគ្រាន់អូខេត្រឹមត្រូវប៉ុណ្ណេះOkay, let's listen with me all together. I will play the reading and you have to listen and complete.
Founded in 1979, International Art Consultants has been sourcing and commissioning art worldwide for over 25 years. We work with clients in the corporate, hotel, healthcare, and urban regeneration sectors. Our clients range from multinational companies with £1 million art budgets to organizations renting art for just £10 a week. A team of 14 We are small enough to care and large enough to cope. We offer a unique combination of commercial experience, specialist art knowledge, and high-quality service and support. Whatever the size of the project, our aim is for all our clients to be 100% satisfied with the end result. Over 75% of our work comes from repeat business or referrals. We work alongside professional artists who create art of the highest artistic and technical quality, and all our staff has different areas of specialist art knowledge and expertise. We hope that you will make an appointment to visit us, look around the galleries, use the visual reference databases, and discuss your particular art requirements with us.
អូខេម្ដងទៀតខ្ញុំចាក់ឲ្យស្ដាប់ម្ដងទៀតណា
Founded in 1979, International Art Consultants has been sourcing and commissioning art worldwide for over 25 years. We work with clients in the corporate, hotel, healthcare, and urban regeneration sectors. Our clients range from multinational companies with £1 million art budgets to organizations renting art for just £10 a week. A team of 14. We are small enough to care and large enough to cope. We offer a unique combination of commercial experience, specialist art knowledge, and high-quality service and support. Whatever the size of the project, our aim is for all our clients to be 100% satisfied with the end result. Over 75% of our work comes from repeat business or referrals. We work alongside professional artists who create art of the highest artistic and technical quality, and all our staff has different areas of specialist art knowledge and expertise. We hope that you will make an appointment to visit us, look around the galleries, use the visual reference databases, and discuss your particular art requirements with us.
Who can answer this? Please unmute and answer. Okay. 1.
A.
A. Good. 2.
B.
B. Good. 3.
D.
D. Very good. 4.
4.
4.
C.
C. You are right. C. 5.
5. A.
A. Very good. Wow. Amazing. You have answered 5 exercise correctly. Okay. Number 6.
D.
D. Wow. 7.
D.
D. 8. 8.
B.
B. Okay. And 9.
A. Is it correct?
D. Number 9 is D. But imagine, among 9 exercise, you have only one mistake. Listening, not easy exercise. The most difficult exercise that most students scared of. Okay. Number 10.
Number 10. B.
B. Right. Number 11.
A.
A. Number 12.
C.
Congratulations. All the 12, you have only one mistake, that you have about 97% correct. Thank you so much.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, you really made amazing answer. Okay. យើងពិតជាធ្វើបានល្អមែនទែនយើងដឹងទេលំហាត់ listening អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាជាលំហាត់ដែលសិស្សខ្លាចបំផុតសូម្បីខ្ញុំកាលនៅរៀនក៏ខ្ញុំខ្លាចអានឹងដែរព្រោះមិនងាយទេណាក្នុង12លំហាត់ខុសតែមួយមិនធម្មតាទេណា Okay. You really make it amazing here answer. You have only one mistake, number 9. Okay. Number 9, you choose A. The answer is D. Okay. So this the answer. And if you want to see the word, I also complete the word. So let's see the word. I put the word in the text all. Okay, right here. Help you learn the collocation words. Word that like make an appointment. This is collocation. Okay, like requirement, not collocation, that just the word. And like range from here. When we want to talk something that start from small to big or from high, from low to high, we use this word range from. គេគិតចាប់ពីបកប្រែខ្មែរថាគិតចាប់ពីណាហ្នឹងជា collocation ហើយដូចជា with ក៏ collocation ដែរណា founded man collocation នេះពាក្យដែលយើងសរសេរធម្មតាទេណាអូខេដូចជា repeat business គឺជា collocation យើងអាចបកប្រែថាសិទ្ធិធុរកិច្ចដដែលប៉ុន្តែឬក៏យើងបកប្រែឲ្យចំន័យហ្មងគឺធុរកិច្ចដែលជាមួយប្រចាំណាជាមួយប្រចាំហ្មងជាមួយហៅថាមួយដែលមានសក្តានុពលហ្មងអូខេអញ្ចឹងនេះជាការបញ្យល់ពាក្យទេណា Okay, so answer. Now we have a listening exercise. In choosing an art, we need art consultant. Okay. ខ្ញុំសូមឆ្លើយមកគ្រូពេងតិចអាហ្នឹងនេះហានីខ្ញុំឲ្យណាអកលអរេខ្ញុំចង់និយាយលេខខ្លះស្គាល់គ្រូពេងហ៎គ្រូពេងហេង
Score ចា៎
គ្រូពេងហេងគាត់ឈ្មោះហេងពេងគេហៅសិស្សហៅគាត់តែពេងហេងអូខេសាស្ត្រធនាគារស្គាល់ហើយចំពោះគ្រូពេងអូខេអូខេឥឡូវក្នុង listening គេចង់បញ្ជាក់ថានៅពេលដែលយើងជ្រើសរើសគំនូរគឺយើងត្រូវតាក់ទងជាមួយនឹង art consultant អ្នកពិគ្រោះយោបល់ផ្នែកគំនូរអញ្ចឹងជំហានដំបូងយើងគួរតែចាប់ផ្ដើមពីត្រឹមណាទៅនេះគេឲ្យ 5 stages គេឲ្យយើង5ជំហានអញ្ចឹងជំហានដំបូងគួរតែចាប់ផ្ដើមពីត្រឹមណា Okay, first you have to make a guess. After that we have to listen and check for part 1 and for part 2 here 5.1 part 1 5.2 part 2 the same title, an interview with an art consultant. So in part 2 you need to listen again and then not listen again, listen to the second part and then answer this question. Does consultant normally recommend traditional or modern artworks for company and why? And then the combination of exercise 4 and 5, or we can say 5.1 and 5.2, we have to choose the best answer for question 1 to 6. Question 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just about match one part of the sentence with another part. But in exercise 5 and 6, you need to answer, choose the best answer. Okay? So I hope you understand this exercise. So let's listen all together. Listen to the listening. No need to guess. Just listen and then complete with what you hear. I will move the text according to the voice. Yeah, I will move the text according to the voice of the recording. So let's listen by now with me all together.
Module 5, Listening Script 5.1, An Interview with an Art Consultant. Part 1.
I'd like to begin by asking you to imagine that I've been asked to find some art for my company's offices. Where would I start?
Well, the first stage in selecting art is normally for one of our art consultants to visit you on site to assess the location, the size of the area, and the style of the building, and so on.
How much difference does it make where I actually put the paintings?
A great deal. Art needs to be placed taking into account the function of a space. Different types of art are appropriate for different areas. Once we have an idea about what kind of work it is you do and how the space is used, then we begin to find artworks and present a selection of art for your business and building. We can do this on site, or you can visit our galleries. The whole thing is a two-way collaborative process.
So you already have the painting?
Yes, or we can ask an artist to create works for your specific space. In this case, the client has some input, but it's important to remember when choosing workplace art that art is not your brand. If you ask the artist to emphasize your company image in some way, you'll just end up with bad art. Either way, you have an art consultant who oversees and project manages the production of any commissioned artwork and makes sure it's completed and installed on time and within budget. And that also includes fitting appropriate lighting and any other maintenance and fitting that you may have.
Okay. For part 1, we need to do with exercise 3 and 4. Okay. So number 1. First stage. Stageទី1.
Select all commission artwork.
Not really. Number 1 for sorry. Number 1, this one, we need to invite art consultant to make initial visit to assess our location, our building, our where to put the art. Okay. And about number 2. Anyway, thank you, lady, for your answer. Thank you so much.
Number 2, present possible choice to client.
Good, very good. You're right. And number 3.
Draw up selection of possible artwork.
Good, very good. And number 4.
Installation.
No, number 4 here. Okay. So you have 60% correct answer. យើងបានឆ្លើយត្រូវលើកនេះគឺ 60% ណា 60%លើកមុនឆ្លើយត្រូវ 97% ណា អញ្ចឹងបូកទាំងពីរនេះទៅកញ្ញាពិតជាអ្នកបកកែក្នុង listening ជាការពិតណា Okay, now listen to part 2. Part 2, you need to answer a little bit long. Does the consultant normally recommend traditional or modern artwork for company and why?
Listening Script 5.2, An Interview with an Art Consultant, Part 2.
One thing I don't understand is how a company ever decides what to choose. I mean, art is such a personal thing. How does anyone ever agree?
Well, that's true. I think it's important that you don't set up committees or anything. If you have a workforce of 300 and you ask everyone, you'll get 300 different answers. No, you need to keep it small, just 1 or 2 people. But choosing art for your offices isn't necessarily about choosing what the individual likes. The real benefits for a business are that the artwork gives a positive image to clients.
So what's a typical type of art?
It's so varied, but in general, I suggest something strong and bold. If it's just light colours that no one can really see, it's pointless. You need art which shows your clients you have good taste and that you are successful.
I often go into buildings and look at modern art and think, what is that? It isn't of anything. No people, nothing. Why do so many companies choose it?
There are a number of reasons, other than the fact that the managing director might like it. You don't want art that will offend anyone. So a painting of a man and a woman with no clothes on is a bad idea. Similarly, a landscape or a painting of the countryside is the sort of thing you have in your living room at home and doesn't look very corporate. Also, the art needs to say what kind of company you are. Most companies want to give clients the message that says, we're modern and we're planning for the future. A classical painting says, we're old and traditional. A painting by a young, modern painter gives a more positive image. And remember, it doesn't have to be a painting. A sculpture in the reception area can be very effective, for example.
Finally, all this must be very expensive. How does a company justify thousands of pounds on this kind of thing?
It can be expensive, but of course many people rent works from us for as little as £10 a week. It also means that if you change your mind after a year or so, it's easy to change the piece.
That sounds like a good idea, I think.
Even myself, if I were in this condition, I would rent. Okay, when we want to decorate our workplace, if we rent, we have time to change. We don't want to put the things for decoration the same and the same. We might change, so we need to rent is better. And another thing is that the art is so expensive, like the interviewer said. He think that how the company justify with the thousand of pound on this kind of thing, just only painting and then spend thousands of pounds, so too much. So rent just £10 a week. We need thousands of pounds to make business better than put it in one things and just in the fixed way, and we can't change. Okay, look at number 5, everyone. Does the consultant normally recommend traditional or modern artworks? Okay. If you can speak English, you can speak Khmer តើគាត់ឲ្យយោបល់យកគំនូរបុរាណឬគំនូរទំនើប Okay, no answer. Yeah, in overall, the speaker want us to use modern
Artwork.
art. Yeah, modern art. Okay, use modern art. គាត់ចង់ឲ្យយើងប្រើគំនូរទំនើបណានេះ Overall, the speaker one seem to be suggesting that modern artworks are better choice to show that you are modern company and planning for the future. Okay, and then why? You can answer because traditional artwork Because traditional artwork say that a company is old and lack new idea. So when customer come to our company, the customer may think that, oh, this company not so good. Okay, you remember that Amazon cafe and with our traditional cafe, the decoration is very different. We don't decorate for our traditional cafe. We just only put a table and then yeah, just a simple way. But in Amazon, they decorate with modern things. So people think that, oh, this is modern. So, their business very expensive and, they can uh, they can help best selling service, better selling service compared to our traditional cafe. Okay, បើយើង compare ទៅរវាងដូចជាហាងកាហ្វេ Amazon ហើយនិងហាងកាហ្វេស្រុកយើងអញ្ចឹងឃើញទេហាងកាហ្វេស្រុកយើងលក់អត់ដាច់ដូចគេទេគេលក់ដាច់ហើយថ្លៃជាងគិតមើលកាហ្វេយើងមួយកែវ2500ឬ2000គេកាហ្វេមួយកែវ$3អញ្ចឹងខុសគ្នាឆ្ងាយណាអូខេខុសគ្នាឆ្ងាយមែនទែនអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលលំហាត់លេខ6ម្ដង exercise 6 combine 5.1 and 5.2 together and answer this. Okay, so 1. If you are interested in having art in your workplace, the best thing to do is to A. Ask an art consultant to visit the premises. Premise នឹងបរិវេណណាឬទីធ្លា B. Look at where you want to put the paintings and decide how many you need for the size of the building.
A.
You are right. You are right. You are my pride, lady. អូដឹងឈ្មោះអីនេះកញ្ញាឆ្លើយប៉ុន្មានដងហើយអត់ដឹងឈ្មោះអីឈ្មោះអីឈ្មោះអីកញ្ញា
មាសសុបញ្ញាឆា
អូសុបញ្ញា
យ៉ាឆា
អូខេមាសសុបញ្ញា Thank you. Number 2. The art is usually chosen by the specialist. A. B. By the client. C. With both sides are in agreement. Okay. Which one?
I think C.
C.
B.
You are right. C. I just want to confuse you, and then you really confuse. Number 3. ខ្ញុំចង់បន្លំយើងដែលយើងទៅតាមខ្ញុំមែនណាអូខេជួនកាលយើងជ្រើសរើសត្រូវជួនកាលពិតមែនថាមានជួនកាលខុសប៉ុន្តែក៏យើងត្រូវជឿជាក់ណា Number 3. With a specially commissioned work of art, it's best that you let A. The consultant tell the artist what you want. The artist know what you want. The artist make most of the decision. So number 3, A, B, C.
I think it's A.
Okay. Not correct. B. Why everybody not doesn't help បញ្ញា to answer ហើយបានអ្នកផ្សេងអត់ជួយបញ្ញាឆ្លើយចឹងឲ្យបញ្ញាឆ្លើយតែម្នាក់ឯង Number 4. The consultant believes that choosing art for the workplace is about A. Everyone agreeing on what they like. B. Having something nice to look at. C. Letting people know what kind of company you are.
A.
C. Thank you. Anyway, don't hesitate just answer nobody right or wrong 5 why do most companies choose contemporary or modern art contemporary មានន័យថាពេញនិយមណា modern art មានន័យថាគំនូរដែលទំនើបគំនូរទំនើបនិងគំនូរពេញនិយមខុសគ្នាណាពេញនិយមឧទាហរណ៍ថាប្រាសាទអង្គរវត្តទំនើបទេអត់ទំនើបទេប៉ុន្តែវាពេញនិយមវា contemporary ពិភពលោកនិយមណាប្រទេសធំធំចង់ក៏សង់អង្គរវត្តដាក់នៅប្រទេសគេប្រទេសទី1ដែលចង់សង់អង្គរវត្តគឺប្រទេសបារាំងណាពេលដែលគេគ្រាន់តែមានកំណត់សង់អង្គរវត្តក៏ប្រទេសហ្នឹងរលាយដោយសារអាល្លឺម៉ង់វាយណាអញ្ចឹងប្រាសាទអង្គរវត្តមិនចេះតែចម្លងបានទេណាប្រទេសឥណ្ឌាប្រុងប្រៀបសង់អង្គរវត្តក៏មានគ្រោះថ្នាក់ដែរណាខ្ញុំបាញ់និយាយគ្រោះថ្នាក់របស់ឥណ្ឌាប្រទេសថៃប្រុងប្រៀបសង់អង្គរវត្តសង់បានមកខ្លះហើយក៏គ្រោះថ្នាក់ធំដែរណាអូខេហ្នឹងគេហៅ contemporary ណាពេញនិយម so the answers A B C
C
you are right because it send out a certain message about the company ណាយើងរើសទំនើបហើយនឹងពេញនិយមទៀតទំនើបហើយឬក៏ពេញនិយមណា contemporary ពេញនិយមអូខេអញ្ចឹង complete ពាក្យហ្នឹងណាពាក្យហ្នឹងយើងប្រើក្នុង speaking ធម្មតាដែរណាប៉ុន្តែបើសិនជាខោអាវគេអត់ប្រើពាក្យហ្នឹងទេណាគេប្រើពាក្យ fashionable your clothes do you like fashionable clothes តើអ្នកចូលចិត្តសម្លៀកបំពាក់ទាន់សម័យទេឬក៏ trendy clothes អូខេទាន់សម័យណាប៉ុន្តែកាលណាយើងនិយាយ fashionable យើងអត់និយាយតម្លៃទេបើកាលណាយើងនិយាយ trendy clothes ខ្ញុំសរសេរឲ្យkalauយើងអត់ដឹងពាក្យ trendy នេះគឺខោអាវប្រភេទគេហៅថា brand កលិបហ្មងថ្លៃណាអានោះ trendy ទំនើបទាន់សម័យឲ្យថ្លៃទៀតអានោះ trendy ដល់ពេល fashionable និយាយតែទាន់សម័យអត់មានន័យថាថ្លៃទេអានោះខោអាវទាន់សម័យពេញនិយមអូខេអូខេ trendy or fashionable number 6 what does the interviewer think is a good idea to rent okay good hey you are right និតល្អគឺជួលទៅទិញថ្លៃណាស់ណាដូចសាលាយើងក៏ជួលតែមិនសិនភ្លើងយើងជួលមិនសិនភ្លើងតែសាលាយើងអាគារឯខ្លួនឯងទាំងអស់ប៉ុន្តែដល់ពេលជួលគឺជួលមិនសិនភ្លើងមិនបាត់យើងជួលមិនអត់មានលុយទិញសិនភ្លើងទេសិនភ្លើងមានថ្លៃស្អីតែសំខាន់ពេលវាខូចយើងធ្វើម៉េចយើងអត់មានជាងទេអញ្ចឹងជួលរបស់គេមកស្រួលខូចគេដូរម៉ាស៊ីនឲ្យយើងដូរដាក់ផ្សេងឲ្យមិនឲ្យយើងអាក់ខានទេយ៉ាងច្រើនអាក់ខាន5 10នាទីគេដូរឲ្យបានហើយណាគេដឹកឡានយកមកដូរឲ្យស្ទូចដាក់ថ្មីគេមានភ្លើងឲ្យដាក់តពុបឲ្យភ្លាមថាកន្លះម៉ោងចាស់បានប្រើណាហើយបើសិនជាយើងទិញខ្លួនឯងតែវាខូចធ្វើម៉េចទៅហើយម៉ាស៊ីននឹងរៀងចាស់គេដូរថ្មីឲ្យទៀតអញ្ចឹងជួលវាល្អជាងទិញរបស់ដែលយើងមិនមានសេវាកម្មណាមិនមានសេវាកម្មធ្វើខ្លួនឯងបានអញ្ចឹងអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាចាំពេលរកស៊ីថ្ងៃក្រោយយើងរៀនខាងធនាគារយើងដឹងហើយពេលរកស៊ីថ្ងៃក្រោយរឿងខ្លះរបស់ខ្លះកុំទិញល្អជាងជួលឧទាហរណ៍ម៉ាស៊ីន photocopy ដាក់កន្លែងការងារគួរតែជួលកុំទិញព្រោះម៉ាស៊ីន photocopy ទិញក៏ថ្លៃហើយកូពីកន្លែងការងារអស់ប្រហែលម្ដង10មួយថ្ងៃ10 20សន្លឹកទៅបាច់ទិញម៉ាស៊ីន photocopy មកអីជួលមកដាក់មកហើយខូចក៏មានគេទេប្រាប់ក្រុមហ៊ុនឲ្យមកផ្លាស់ប្ដូរឲ្យយើងអញ្ចឹងណាហ្នឹងម៉ាស៊ីន photocopy កន្លែងធ្វើការបើម៉ាស៊ីន print អត់ទេត្រូវទិញចាស់តែបើម៉ាស៊ីន photocopy កុំទិញជួលវិញណាអូខេឥឡូវយើងចូលដល់ grammar ហើយគឺ reporting អ្នកនរគ្នាថ្ងៃហ្នឹងយើងកុំបារម្ភណាយើងមិនរៀនដល់យូរពេកទេយ៉ាងច្រើនម៉ោង12ឯណាអូខេទៅម៉ោង10កន្លះឈប់ហើយ10កន្លះដល់ឈប់ហើយ Mọi bộ dân clean bài đó. Rồi đọc sai pram, thầm đọc sai pram đó, sau một máu tiết dân cho bài. Reporting, grammar JPK Rika. Nè class này dây thang grammar chmua về reported speech mẹ đi cứ chmua về cứ reporting mẹ reported speech cái nào dân dây reported speech dân dây tầm mặt đông nè mà trùng mùi tại bọn dây reporting cứ dây bị grammar chẳng mù bây giờ người cả việc admin question việc admin statement việc admin negative in chẳng đại nè chẳng dưng từ hai viết tha reporting pro này không grammar dương compare rồi viếng direct speech nâng reported speech nhé rồi cho nên cái này dương dây reported speech với ban tầm mặt đồng và dương dây reporting với cover từng nhé ok chẳng cái hai mấy bán có bán hay grammar vì ấy thì còn nhầm dây làm bài về nhẹ nhé sầm khăn là để dương che để vì mình sầm khăn là chmua hệยัง reporting ក៏បាន reported speech ក៏បានប៉ុន្តែក្នុងគំនិតរបស់ខ្ញុំមិនចង់ឲ្យអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាហៅ grammar ហ្នឹងថា reported speech ទេអូខេ reported speech វាជាចំណែកមួយណាអូខេឥឡូវយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមមើលឡើងវិញហេតុដែលបានខ្ញុំប្រើពាក្យឡើងវិញព្រោះយើងបានមើលក្នុងវីដេអូ clip ម្ដងខ្ញុំបញ្យល់ម្ដងហើយឥឡូវយើងមើលបន្តទៀតលើកទី2 when we report what someone said អាហ្នឹងពេលណាមួយដែលនិយាយយើងហៅ direct speech ហើយយើងដាក់វានៅក្នុង quotation marks ខ្មែរថាមូសិកតនសញ្ញាដកស្រង់ we often use reported speech យើងច្រើនតែប្រើ reported speech ណាយើងភាគច្រើនប្រើ reported speech ក្នុង direct speech គឺយើងនិយាយឧទាហរណ៍ដូចជា I disagree with the general opinion តែពេលយើងនៅក្នុង reported speech យើងត្រូវមាន reporting verb នៅណា reporting verb គឺកន្លែង said នេះណាអូខេគឺក្នុង said នេះ The chairperson said he disagree with the general opinion The chairperson said he disagree with the general opinionអូខេយើងមើលយើងអានប្រយោគដើមមួយនេះហើយសូមអានប្រយោគ report ប្រយោគដើមហៅ direct speech ណាអានេះ indirect ឬហៅថា reported speech អញ្ចឹងយើងមើល I គេដូរទៅ he អ្វីទៀត agree disagree តែជា disagree past tense ហើយនៅដដែលអញ្ចឹងយើងមើលតារាងខាងក្រោមណាមុននឹងមើលតារាងសូមអានប្រយោគនេះមួយWe often change the verb tense by moving it into the past when we use reported speech នៅពេលយើងប្រើ reported speech យើងច្រើនតែប្រើកិរិយាសព្ទដែលផ្លាស់ប្ដូរពីកាលមួយទៅកាលមួយទៀតហ្នឹងកាល past tense ណាឥឡូវយើងមើលតារាងរបស់គេប្រាប់នេះបងប្អូនមើលតារាងរបស់គេប្រាប់យើង direct speech present simple ដូរទៅជា past simpleក្នុង reported speech okay present continuous ក្នុង direct speech ទៅពេលទៅជា reported speech past continuous present perfect in direct speech when we move to reported speech we have to use past perfect past simple in direct speech when we want to report in reported speech we use past perfect and past simple and present perfect the same when we use in reported speech they are changed to past perfect for modal verb we have to change modal verb to past tense as well like can change to could will change to would everyone pay attention to pronoun okay សូមចាប់អារម្មណ៍ទៅលើ pronoun ណាI agree នៅពេលយើង report យើងប្រើបរិយាទី3ណាយើងប្រើបរិយាទី3 he said he agreed we are considering your idea នៅពេលយើងទៅជា report យើងដូរ we ទៅជា they said they were considering your idea. The price has gone up again. Nhưng the newspaper said the price has gone up again. មិនបាន the price នេះអត់មានដូរអីសោះព្រោះវាជា noun វាជាបរិះទី3ស្រាប់ហើយអញ្ចឹងយើងមិនបាច់ដូរទេអូខេនិយាយជារួមបញ្ជាក់ជូនអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាក្នុងភាសាអង់គ្លេសសម្រាប់ noun គ្រប់ noun ទាំងអស់ singular ក៏ដោយ plural ក៏ដោយគឺជាប្រភេទបរិះទី3 third person បើ singular noun គេហៅ third person singular បើ plural noun គេហៅ third person plural ចំពោះpronoun វិញ I we you he she it they ទាំងអស់7 I និង you first person សំដៅ I និង we first person I singular we plural you second person both singular or plural and he she it third person singular and they third person plural and all together when used in reported speech we have to change from any of person to third person. If the word singular and male, we use he. If the word singular and female, we use she. If the word plural, we use they. Okay. Understand everyone? Just answer yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now we look at about pronouns and adverb of time. Pronoun I already explained, so I only explain about the adverbs of time. But I read this sentence for you. These may change in reported speech. I saw you yesterday. When we change to reported speech, here he said he'd seen her the day before. He said he'd seen her the day before. You see, I change to he because I here refer to male and yesterday change to the day before. So remember everyone, pronouns and possessive adjectives are often changed in reported speech according to gender and number. បើសិនជា plural យើងប្រើ they និង their បើសិនជា singular ហើយភេទប្រុសយើងប្រើ he និង his បើភេទស្រីយើងប្រើ she និង her ហ្នឹងសម្រាប់ pronoun and possessive adjective ណាឥឡូវយើងមើល adverbs of time are often changed as following ចំពោះ adverb of time យើងអាចបដូរដូចទាំងអស់នេះខ្ញុំសូមបញ្យល់ណា here អានេះ adverb of place ទេប៉ុន្តែដោយសារខ្ញុំភ្លេចថែមពាក្យ place មួយទៀតណា adverb of time and place មិនត្រូវ here ដូចជា there this ដូចជា that now ដូចជា then today ដូចជា that day tonight ដូចជា that night tomorrow the next day កាលណា tomorrow ឬក៏ឆ្នាំក្រោយឬខែក្រោយឬអីទៀត next year next week អីយើងប្រើ the next day the next year the following day the following year យ៉ាងទៅមកថា next year យើងប្រើ the following year okay yesterday something that before today we use the day before or the previous day if we say last month what do we say we say the months before or the previous month if we say last year when report we use a year before or the previous year okay like this next Monday we say the following Monday last Monday we say the previous Monday last year we say the previous year okay next week we use the following week or next year we use the following year okay so look at structure of reporting verb basically there are only two reporting verbs but it also has other reporting verb like here ជាទូទៅជាមូលដ្ឋានហ្មង reporting verb គឺមានតែពីរ say និង tell ណាអញ្ចឹងក្នុងនេះក៏មាន reporting verb ផ្សេងៗទៀតដែរមិនបានយើងនិយាយ reporting verb ផ្សេងៗទៀតករណីយើងចង់ឲ្យ reported speech របស់យើងមានន័យជាក់ស្ដែងណាមានន័យជាក់ស្ដែងឧបមា I love you បើខ្ញុំ report he said that he loves her ឃើញទេប៉ុន្តែបើសិនខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យច្បាស់ជាងហ្នឹង he argue that he loves her គាត់បញ្យល់ថាគាត់ស្រឡាញ់នាងឃើញទេវាយើងអាចកាលណាយើងដូរកាលណាយើងប្រើ say វាទូទៅពេក tell វាទូទៅពេកប៉ុន្តែជាទូទៅគេប្រើតែពីរហ្នឹងច្រើនជាងគេ verb ផ្សេងៗទៀតក៏គេប្រើដែរក្នុងករណីដែលគេចង់ specify ចង់បញ្ជាក់ឲ្យច្បាស់ថាចង់រាយការណ៍អំពីអីអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹង structure របស់ say និង tell ខុសគ្នាកាលណាប្រើ tell យើងត្រូវការ object នេះហើយនឹង reporting statement Peter told his boss that he would be late that នេះយើងសរសេរក៏បានមិនសរសេរក៏បានយើងអាចនិយាយថា Peter told his boss he would be late ក៏បានណាអញ្ចឹងត្រូវមាន object បើប្រើ say មិនមាន object ទេគ្រាន់តែ that បូកនឹង reporting statement តែម្ដងឧទាហរណ៍ Peter said that he would be late ដូចខាងដើមដែរ that នេះមិនបាច់សរសេរក៏បាន Peter said he would be late he would be late ឃើញទេអត់មានobject ទេអញ្ចឹងមិនត្រឹមតែ say មួយមុខទេ other reporting verb ក្រុមនេះក៏អញ្ចឹងដែរសរសេរដូចគ្នា argue that call that apologize that concluded that advise that encourage អញ្ចឹងតែណាខ្ញុំសូមបកប្រែពាក្យមួយឲ្យ argue មានន័យថាពន្យល់ call មានន័យថាហៅទូរស័ព្ទ apologize សុំទោស concluded សន្និដ្ឋាន advice ផ្ដល់ដំបូន្មាន encourage លើកទឹកចិត្ត explain ពន្យល់ insisted អង្វរ promise សន្យា recommended recommended អនុសាសន៍ reminded reminded មានន័យថារំលឹក suggested មានន័យថាស្នើសុំ warn មានន័យថាប្រមានណាប្រមានអូខេឥឡូវយើងចូលដល់ reporting question អញ្ចឹងបានខ្ញុំនិយាយថាយើងគួរហៅ grammar នេះថា reporting កុំនិយាយតែ reported speech ព្រោះក្នុង reporting វាមាន direct speech reported speech និង reporting question មាន3ណាឥឡូវយើងរៀន reporting question as you know in English there are two kinds of question we call yes no question and information question yes no question start the sentence with auxiliary verb like be you or be have and do auxiliary verb and other modal verb like can like shall like will okay so if the question start with all auxiliary and modals any of auxiliary or modals when we make reporting question we have to use these two words one of them okay and the verb you can use three verbs here subject meaning the same subject and then ask and then question and then all require plus if plus whether and then reporting statement remember everyone direct speech is a question but when in reported speech it isn't a question anymore it is called statement that is why I put in the rule reporting statement okay so is Jane arriving today he asked if Jane was arriving today គាត់បានសួរថាតើអញ្ចឹង if ឬក៏ whether បកប្រែថាតើ Jane មកដល់ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងឬទេនៅក្នុងបកប្រែខ្មែរស្ដាប់ទៅដូចតែសំណួរដដែលប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ភាសាអង់គ្លេសក្នុង direct speech ជា question ត្រូវហើយប៉ុន្តែទៅជា reported speech គេមិនចាត់ទុកវាជា question ទៀតទេអញ្ចឹងគេធ្វើវាទៅជាប្រយោគធម្មតាដោយយក auxiliary verb ដាក់នៅក្រោយ subject ទៅវិញឃើញទេអញ្ចឹងកាលណាទៅជា reporting question มันមានសំណួរទៀតទេគឺជា statement ទេណានេះខ្ញុំសរសេររូបមន្តឲ្យហើយគឺ reporting statement ចំពោះ information question គឺជាសំណួរទាំងឡាយណាចាប់ផ្ដើមដោយ WH word អូខេ WH word អញ្ចឹង WH word អី reporting question ប្រើអនុដដែលហើយបកប្រែថាតើបូកនឹងន័យរបស់ WH word យើងមើលនេះ subject ask question inquire WH word and reporting statement. Why is Jane arriving today? He asked why Jane was arriving today. ឃើញទេយើងមើល subject និង verb អានេះ Jane was អានេះ is Jane ឃើញវាខុសគ្នាអញ្ចឹងអានេះ auxiliary ឈរពីមុខ subject ដល់នេះ auxiliary ឈរពីក្រោយ subject ទៅវិញអញ្ចឹងវាคล้ายជា statement បានអញ្ចឹង Okay so my explanation is finished. Question or discussion, make it now please. មានសំណួរមានចម្ងល់មានការពិភាក្សាសូមអាចលើកបានឡើយនេះទុកពេល5នាទីមានអ្នកសួរអត់មានអ្នកឆ្ងល់អត់មានអ្នកពិភាក្សាអត់អ្នកនៅ YouTube ដែលមានតែម្នាក់អាចសួរបានឆាតបានណាអូខេបញ្ញា any question
No, sir.
Select any question
អត់ហ្នឹងចា
អត់មានទេអត់មានប្រុសទេនេះប្រុសកែវរស់កែវអីគេកែវអីគេឈ្មោះអីស្រីបួស្រីបួ question
ស្រីបួបើក mood និយាយអត់បានហ្នឹងចា
អញ្ចឹងអូខ្ញុំមានវិធីថ្មីខ្ញុំប្រាប់ឥឡូវខ្ញុំអត់មានពេលវេលាវិធីថ្មីហ្នឹងគឺជោគជ័យតែម្ដងណាវិធីថ្មីនៃការប្រើទូរស័ព្ទឲ្យបើក mood បានអូខេអញ្ចឹងស្រីបួអាចឆាតក៏បានដែរណាស្រីបួបើលឺអាចឆាតក៏បានណាហើយស្រីពៅមិនក៏អត់មាន ID អញ្ចឹងស្រីពៅចូលតាម link អត់ ID ទេចូលតាម e-learning មាន ID ណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងអត់សួរមានន័យថាយល់អស់ហើយណាគ្មានអ្នកមិនយល់ទេអូខេឥឡូវយើងមើលទាំងអស់គ្នានេះគឺជាលំហាត់ទី1ឥឡូវខ្ញុំបាច់បញ្យល់វែងឆ្ងាយក៏ប្រាប់ថានេះជា direct speech ហើយមួយនេះជា reported speech ណាជា reported speech ឥឡូវយើងអាន direct speech មកខ្ញុំទាំងអស់គ្នា We prefer painting in our office. I always dislike the color of the wall. I'll need a larger desk. ចឹង The receptionist said she would need a larger desk. ចឹងគេ report ឡើងហ្នឹងមួយទៀត 20% said they prefer painting in their office អញ្ចឹងមួយនេះនេះគឺ report ទៅនេះ มันทำไม่แต่แต่รับถ่าจุนยายพ่อ សួស្តីទាំងអស់គ្នាយើងធ្វើលំហាត់មួយនេះដោយយើងយក direct speech មកទៅជា reported speech យើងមួយណាជា present simple យើងមើលគេដាក់ថា we prefer ណាខាងក្នុង present simple ចុះទៅជា past simple យើងដាក់មិនវិញគឺទៅជាដូរវាទៅជា they ណា they prefer អូខេលេខ2ណាលេខ3 present perfect មួយនេះ I always dislike យើង I've always dislike ដល់ទៅពេលទៅជា past perfect យើងដូរ he ទេទៅជា he had also no he had always dislike ហេចំណុចសំខាន់នៃការបដូរគឺបដូរបែបនេះមួយទៀតគឺ past simple គឺប្រយោគមួយនេះអាណាអត់មានហ៎មួយទៀតគឺប្រើ can និង will គឺ I'll need a larger desk I'll need អូខេអញ្ចឹងដល់ពេលយើងបដូរទៅជា
He would.
Okay, he would need like this. Okay, very good. Thank you. អញ្ចឹងយើងតបយើងរៀនហើយយើងរៀន grammar នេះហើយយើងអាចធ្វើលំហាត់នឹងបានដែរណាអញ្ចឹងយើងធ្វើលំហាត់មួយទៀត Rewrite these comment to report them ឥឡូវខ្ញុំមើល number 1 She said that
He not.
she was not happy with the arrangement ពេលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមដោយ she reporting statement ក៏ she ដែរណា she said that she was មួយទៀត we're moving next week អញ្ចឹង he said
He was moving.
they
Uh,
they were moving next week គេដូរទៅជា the following week ណាអូខេអត់អីយើងទៅតែរៀនដំបូងគឺអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចនៅមានវគ្គណាវគ្គតិចអញ្ចឹងបានគេឲ្យធ្វើលំហាត់ក្នុងសភៅនឹងហើយយើងនឹងទៅធ្វើលំហាត់មែនទែនងាយស្រួលណាទីទៀតខ្ញុំដាក់ homework និយាយពីអានឹងដែរណា homework មេរៀនទី5គឺនិយាយពី grammar សុទ្ធ reporting នឹងឯង number 3 we planned everything so they said they
had.
okay good they had planned everything I left the company in 2001 he said that he
Had left.
had left the company since in 2001 I'll call back at tomorrow the caller said she
Would.
would call back at tomorrow at tomorrow ទៅជា the next day អ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាសូមបញ្ជាក់នេះមួយណាប្រយោគនេះគឺมันត្រូវប្រើ at កន្លែងហ្នឹងទេអញ្ចឹងថាសភៅ original ជាការខុសដែរពាក្យ tomorrow yesterday គេអត់ប្រើពាក្យ at in នេះទេគេប្រើ yesterday យកតែម្ដងគេអញ្ចឹងសភៅជួនកាលវាមាន mistake ដែរណាអូខេមិនមានន័យថាឲ្យតែសភៅសត្រូវទេណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងហ្នឹងមួយគឺសភៅខុសណាគឺมันមាន at កន្លែងហ្នឹងទេតែ at កន្លែងហ្នឹងខុសហើយឥឡូវមើលលំហាត់មួយនេះ conclude មានន័យថាសន្និដ្ឋាន apologize មានន័យថាសុំទោស call ទូរស័ព្ទ agree ឯកភាព argue ពន្យល់ឬក៏ទាញហេតុផល ask ស្នើសុំតើ reporting verb ទាំងអស់នេះគួរតែប្រើជាមួយនឹងប្រយោគណាមួយពី A ដល់ F okay which reporting verb should be with which statement or question 1 with
I think E.
E 1 with
I think E.
conclude មានសង្ខេបអូសន្និដ្ឋានណាយ៉ាងពាក្យណាសន្និដ្ឋាននេះ sum up ទេ sum up ហ្នឹងសន្និដ្ឋានអញ្ចឹងមួយហ្នឹង letter F okay thank you បញ្ញា and then apologize okay អញ្ចឹងយើងមើល main verb អាហ្នឹងស្រួលចំណាំឯងយើងមើល main verb គេមានន័យថាម៉េចយើង report យកពាក្យហ្នឹងមកដាក់មកអញ្ចឹងយើងមើល A but we can buy the new computers with that B hi I'm just phoning to say I'll be in a few minutes late C I'm really sorry that I missed the deadline D can I take day off next week you absolutely right that management is spending too much time on paperwork so number 2 with
C.
C you are right call
B.
B good agreed
E.
E good and argue
A.
A good and last one is
D.
ask okay D question we use ask and this exercise skip it in pair practice reporting comments on the right with the verb for example note that we use for plus ing after apologize okay to say after call and if after ask okay អញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើ apologize ជាមួយនឹង for មកណា I apologize he apologized that for he had missed the deadline អញ្ចឹងណា okay ហើយយើងមើលតទៀត some opinion on art everyone we have 5 pictures here 5 pictures you have to listen to 5 speaker mentioning about the 5 pictures យើងត្រូវតែស្ដាប់ទៅលើមនុស្ស5នាក់ដែលគាត់និយាយអំពី picture ទាំង5នេះតើ speaker មួយណានិយាយទៅលើ picture មួយណានឹងជាអ្វីដែលយើងត្រូវស្ដាប់ហើយនឹងឆ្លើយសំណួរចំពោះលំហាត់ទី5លំហាត់ទី4អូខេហើយលំហាត់ទី5ធ្វើម៉េច listen again match the view មានទស្សនៈណា A to 8 with speaker 1 to 5 អញ្ចឹងទស្សនៈ A ដល់ 8 8 តែ speaker មានតែ5ទេ ចឹង speaker 1 គាត់មាន 3 ទស្សនៈ អញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវបំពេញ 3 អក្សរ as speaker 4 មាន 2 ទស្សនៈ អញ្ចឹងយើងត្រូវបំពេញ 2 អក្សរ គេប៉ុណ្ណឹងមួយឯង អូខេ អញ្ចឹងអ្នកណាស្ដាប់ហើយធ្វើលំហាត់ 2 នេះ អូខេ ស្ដាប់ឥឡូវនេះដោយមើលតាម listening script. I'll move the script according to the voice. ខ្ញុំនឹងរំកិលអត្ថបទស្ដាប់ទៅតាមសំឡេង
Listening script 5.3. Some opinions on art. Speaker 1.
But what is it? Is that a head? Or is it an animal? I can't see how that is art. I mean, it doesn't look like anything real.
Speaker 2.
I agree with you that this is nice. It reminds me of being in a cafe in somewhere like Paris. But if you put it here, no one will see it. It isn't bold enough for this area. No, we need something else.
Speaker 3. This is beautiful. But perhaps it would look better in someone's office. It's the sort of painting to help you relax. Speaker 4.
Well, I'm not really the right person to ask. I never go to art galleries, but this looks like what you see in cathedrals. It doesn't tell you what our company is about. When people come into reception, they'll think it's a Roman temple, not a high-tech business. Let's have something up to date.
Speaker 5.
This is quite good for reception because it shows a man thinking, which is quite a good image for our company. It says to the visitor that this is a company with ideas, that we're constantly considering the future of our company.
Okay, everyone. Now we finish about all the listening. So let's look at the picture. Picture 1. Speaker 1 say about this one. He don't understand what picture is it, so he recommend not to use that. And picture 2, she said that the picture is good, but it isn't bold enough. It a little bit should not be put in the cafe because the cafe is a bit dark. Okay. And picture 3 about this one. He recommend to use this one, and this, and speaker 4 she like this one. Okay. And picture 5 he like this one. He speak about this one. And now look at speaker 1, speaker 2, speaker 3, speaker 4, speaker 5 about the view. So what do you think speaker 1? What are the views of the speaker 1? Yes. Maybe it's hard for you.
C.
Okay. There are 3 letters here. B, D, F. Okay, B, D, F. Right, B, D, F. He said 3 things. He said that he commented that it didn't look like anything he knew. And he said that he asked what it was. Per reported speech. And he said it didn't look like art. Okay. And for speaker 2?
H.
A, not H. Okay, thank you. A. Speaker 2 thought that the picture should be bolder. រូបភាពគួរតែច្បាស់ជាងនឹងណា Speaker 3. with letter H. With letter H. He suggested where to put it. Speaker 4.
G.
G, you are right. And one more.
C.
E. One more is E. He argued that pictures should be modern and contemporary គួរតែទំនើបហើយពេញនិយម E. He apologized for she apologized not knowing anything about art. And speaker 5, he, this one he. Speaker 1, a man. Speaker 2, a lady. Speaker 3, a man. Speaker 4, a lady. And speaker 5, also a man. Speaker 5 is a man. So the last one is letter. Can you recognize the last one? Letter C. He said, he explained what it was. Okay. And exercise 6, just want you all prepare a mini presentation about the meeting of artwork. It means that you prepare the conversation or meeting talking about the reception area, the coffee area, the conference room, what should be put art to decorate the 3 buildings. Okay. So that's your own exercise. I don't focus on. So move to next point. Participating in a meeting. Participating in a meeting. Participating in a meeting. ការចូលរួមក្នុងកិច្ចប្រជុំមួយ Read the first 2 questions in line 1 and 2. The article meeting. What would you answer? Okay, line 1 and line 2, everyone. Okay ក្នុងអត្ថបទនេះខ្ញុំសូមសង្ខេបមើលអត្ថបទនេះមានកំហុសនឹងការសរសេរពាក្យលើសអញ្ចឹងអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាអ្វីដែលត្រូវធ្វើនោះគឺប្រយោគណាដែលត្រូវសូមគូស tick ដូចនេះគូស tick ណាហើយអាណាសរសេរលើសគូសចោលទេទៅដូចជាអោអ្នកលើសណាអូខេចុះប្រយោគទី3រហូតទី14យ៉ាងម៉េចដែរអូខេដោយសារយើងមិនមានពេលវែងក្នុងការរៀនឥឡូវនេះអញ្ចឹងយើងមានតែអានឹងលំហាត់លេខ1លេខ2ចូលគ្នាអូខេអញ្ចឹងយើងយើងស្ដាប់សំឡេងអានវិញចាំខ្ញុំចាក់សំឡេងអានឲ្យ2ដងហើយអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាចាំគូសកន្លែងណាខុសណាពិសេសស្រីបញ្ញាស្រីលក្ខនិងអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាជួយគូសកន្លែងណាខុសណាខ្ញុំចាក់ឲ្យ2ដងណាចាក់ listening 2ដងចាក់ត្រូវណាហើយអានេះគឺជាអត្ថបទខុស
Do you spend hours in meetings? How often do you wonder when you're supposed to get some real work done? Meetings seem to fill out our schedules, and most people would say that employees hate office meetings. It's one of those anecdotal things that's hard to question, says organizational psychologist Stephen G. Rogelberg at the University of North Carolina. I think it's a social norm to complain about your meetings. But when Rogelberg and his colleagues gave 980 workers one of 2 questionnaires about their time spent in scheduled meetings and overall job satisfaction, the get-togethers were not uniformly criticized. In fact, the study suggests that avoiding the weekly or even daily office gathering may not always be a good idea. They found that employees who are goal-orientated and whose work does not require much input do tend to be generally dissatisfied with meetings. But individuals whose work depends on interaction with others and who have somewhat flexible, unstructured jobs are actually more satisfied the more meetings they attend. Do you spend hours in meetings? How often do you wonder when you're supposed to get some real work done? Meetings seem to fill out our schedules, and most people would say that employees hate office meetings. It's one of those anecdotal things that's hard to question, says organizational psychologist Stephen G. Rogelberg at the University of North Carolina. I think it's a social norm to complain about your meetings. But when Rogelberg and his colleagues gave 980 workers one of two questionnaires about their time spent in scheduled meetings and overall job satisfaction, the get-togethers were not uniformly criticized. In fact, the study suggests that avoiding the weekly or even daily office gathering may not always be a good idea. They found that employees who are goal-orientated and whose work does not require much input do tend to be generally dissatisfied with meetings. But individuals whose work depends on interaction with others and who have somewhat flexible, unstructured jobs are actually more satisfied the more meetings they attend.
អូខេឥឡូវស្ដាប់ម្ដងទៀត3ដងណាសូមចាក់ជូន3ដង
Do you spend hours in meetings? How often do you wonder when you're supposed to get some real work done? Meetings seem to fill out our schedules, and most people would say that employees hate office meetings. It's one of those anecdotal things that's hard to question, says organizational psychologist Stephen G. Rogelberg at the University of North Carolina. I think it's a social norm to complain about your meetings. But when Rogelberg and his colleagues gave 980 workers one of two questionnaires about their time spent in scheduled meetings and overall job satisfaction, the get-togethers were not uniformly criticized. In fact, the study suggests that avoiding the weekly or even daily office gathering may not always be a good idea. They found that employees who are goal-orientated and whose work does not require much input do tend to be generally dissatisfied with meetings. But individuals whose work depends on interaction with others and who have somewhat flexible, unstructured jobs are actually more satisfied the more meetings they attend.
Okay, 3 times I play and I hope everyone get answer. So number 3, correct or with word need to remove?
Attend.
Attend, you are right. 4,
Correct.
for such. And 5, 5.
Off. The.
You are right. No article here because the name, right? Number 6. Number 6.
Correct.
Correct. You are right. Number 7. Okay, 7.
About.
Gave someone, not gave in. Okay. And 8. 8.
I think it's correct.
4.
Hmm.
Okay, and overall meeting and overall satisfaction. Number 9.
That.
2. that avoiding, not that to avoid. Okay, that avoiding. And number 11, number 10,
About.
about. Good. Number 11,
Ah.
number 11, correct.
Okay.
Number 12,
Correct.
no. Thank you. Don't worry. It's meeting. Okay, number 13. ពេលឆ្លើយខុសកុំអន់ចិត្តណា
Yes, cha.
Okay. Number 13.
Correct.
Correct. Good. Number 14.
The.
That.
That.
Okay. That. So you have answer already, everyone. And now look at exercise 3. Discuss the points in the article with your partner. So this is your answer. I don't have answer for you. Just only you practice with your partner. That do you agree with Roger say in line 5 and 6? And line 10 and 14 describe types of employee. Which one are you? Okay, you can discuss these two questions. And now move to next point, verb collocation. Last week, I already teach you about collocation. Did you remember? What is collocation? Did you remember? ចាំទេការសប្តាហ៍មុនខ្ញុំបរៀនឲ្យ collocation មានន័យថាម៉េច collocation ចាំទេ Yes or no ឆ្លើយមកខ្ញុំអត់បន្ទោសអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាទេណាត្រឹមតែអាទិត្យមុនខ្ញុំបរៀនតែ collocation នេះ collocation មានន័យថាម៉េចប៉ុន្តែដូចគ្នានឹង verb collocation ឧបមាខ្ញុំនិយាយថា
ការចាត់ចែងរៀបចំ
ការភ្ជាប់ពាក្យមិនមែនភ្ជាប់ពាក្យយើងភ្ជាប់ពាក្យរៀបការណាការភ្ជាប់ការផ្សារភ្ជាប់ពាក្យដូចថាពាក្យមួយបូកនឹងពាក្យមួយទៀតដូចជាអីដូចជាព្រះសង្ឃយើងប្រើមួយហូបបានទេព្រះសង្ឃប្រើមួយហូបបានទេព្រះសង្ឃហូបបាយត្រូវទេ No អត់ត្រូវទេអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើដាក់ព្រះសង្ឃឆាន់ចង្ហាន់ហើយហ្នឹងមិនត្រូវអាហ្នឹងហៅ collocation ឯងពាក្យមួយត្រូវផ្សារភ្ជាប់មួយពាក្យអីមួយទៀតណាអង់គ្លេសដូចជា give អញ្ចឹង give someone something អាហ្នឹង collocation របស់វាឬក៏ give something to someone มันអាចខុសនឹងបានទេអាហ្នឹងហៅថា collocation ណាដូចជា make ចំពោះ appointment យើងប្រើ make appointment มันអាចប្រើ set appointment ឬ create appointment ទេ No យើងប្រើ make an appointment អាហ្នឹងហៅថា verb collocation អាហ្នឹងមានក្បួនរៀនទេគឺគ្មានទេគឺតាមការចាំអញ្ចឹងអ្នកត្រូវតែចាំថា verb មួយប្រើនឹងអីយើងថាថ្ងៃណាចាំ verb មកកណោមិនពិបាកចាំទេរៀនដំបូងអត់សូវចាំមែនតែប៉ុន្តែរៀនច្រើនទៅយូរទៅនិយាយរាល់ថ្ងៃទៅគឺយើងចាំហើយភាសាក៏ដូចជាការរៀនអីផ្សេងបើយើងមិនប្រើគឺយើងអត់ចាំមែនណាតែបើយើងប្រើគឺយើងនឹងចាំហើយណាអូខេហើយបើសិនជារៀន2ដងវាមិនចាំមែនប៉ុន្តែវាចាំបានយូរយើងយកទៅប្រើរៀនតែម្ដងក៏ដោយបើយើងយកទៅប្រើគឺចាំប៉ុន្តែបើរៀន2ដងក៏ដោយបើយើងមិនយកទៅប្រើទេគឺចាំបានរយៈពេលខ្លីទេណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងបានជានៅក្នុងប្រព័ន្ធអនឡាញគេឲ្យគ្រូបង្កើតវីដេអូឃ្លីបឲ្យអ្នកទាំងគ្នាមើលមុនបន្ទាប់មកបរៀនតាមក្រោយដើម្បីផ្ទៀងផ្ទាត់ទៅនឹងអ្វីដែលបងអូនបានរៀនមកប៉ុន្តែបើបងអូនអត់បានមើលក៏អត់អីដែរធ្វើម៉េចដោយសារមុខវិជ្ជាយើងរៀនច្រើនអីឬយើងស្មុគស្មាញរៀនមើលតាម YouTube អីពិបាកមើលអីចឹងក៏វាមានភាពអខានណាប៉ុន្តែមិនថាពេលនេះឬពេលមុនឬក៏ពេលក្រោយទេក្រោយពីបរៀនចប់ទៅអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាអាចមើលឡើងវិញបានគ្រប់ពេលវេលាអញ្ចឹងមេរៀនក្នុង e-learning វាអញ្ចឹងណាអញ្ចឹង collocation មានន័យថាតើ verb ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងប្រើត្រូវជាមួយនឹងពាក្យទាំងអស់ហ្នឹង មួយណាខ្លះ Okay. Example 1. Not example. Please complete by now. 1. I like to a brief meeting next week. Do you have any time on Monday?
To
Okay.
hold.
To hold. Very good. Hold មានន័យថាបើកការប្រជុំណា Hold a meeting បើកការប្រជុំចាប់មកសុំម្ដងទៀត Hold a brief meeting next week បើកការប្រជុំណាបកប្រែបើកការប្រជុំសង្ខេប brief នឹងសង្ខេប Ask the chairperson Mike will
Attend.
run ជាប្រធានគឺ run ហើយណាគ្រប់គ្រងដឹកនាំការប្រជុំ run the meeting ដឹកនាំការប្រជុំ I អានេះជា collocation ទេខ្ញុំយល់ពីកំណត់អ្នកឯងហើយយើងប្រើអី
I
see
Yeah, I see your point. But there's one problem with it. It's another memo from the boss. From the boss telling me to. Okay.
move.
Attend. Good. Attend. To attend another meeting. Another office meeting. Who? อันนี้จะ collocation ដែរណាបង្កើតណាបង្កើតរបៀបវរៈបង្កើតរបៀបវរៈមិនប្រើ make ទេណាគឺប្រើ
Reach.
set បង្កើតណាបង្កើតរបៀបវរៈអាហ្នឹងជា collocation ដែរ It doesn't seem to be complete. Can I ask you to the minute កត់ត្រាស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំគឺ take minutes កត់ត្រាស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំណា 7. I think we should បន្ត
Go on.
move on
move
Yeah, move on the next item on the agenda 8. I'm not sure I can completely
go
good the aim is to ឈានដល់កិច្ចព្រមព្រៀង
Give.
reach an agreement ចុងក្រោយគឺ give someone something give someone អញ្ចឹង collocation មានន័យថាការផ្សារភ្ជាប់ពាក្យមួយទៅនឹងពាក្យមួយទៀតណាអូខេឥឡូវយើងមើលគេឲ្យយើងគូផ្គងភាសាផ្លូវការនិងភាសាមិនផ្លូវការក្នុងអង្គប្រជុំណាក្នុងអង្គប្រជុំឧទាហរណ៍នេះ A លេខ0ជាមួយនឹង A ចុះ number 1 How do you feel about that idea គឺគូជាមួយនឹងអូខេ J you are right J what do you think អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំគូសមកគូសចេះស្រួលជាងណាគឺដាក់កន្លែងនេះស្រួលជាងដាក់កន្លែងលេខខាងលើវាបាំងហ្នឹងដាក់កន្លែងនេះគឺអក្សរនេះគឺអក្សរ J It seemed to me that ស្មើនឹង I think D ណា letter D I'll go along with you there letter E I agree ខ្ញុំយល់ស្រប 4. I suggest we move on to the next item on the agenda. H. Fine. I see your point, but I very good no K ចម្លើយត្រូវ K ទេណា K number 6 have we reached an agreement on this number 6
Pass.
F good do we all agree F 7 sorry but I don't quite follow you សំទោសខ្ញុំតាមអ្នកមិនទាន់ទេ
G.
G K sorry I don't understand និយាយសាមញ្ញ sorry ខ្ញុំមិនយល់ទេតែពេលនិយាយទៅអូខ្ញុំតាមអ្នកមិនទាន់ទេអានឹងខុសគ្នាបន្តិចអញ្ចឹង Okay number 8 would you mind telling us a little more about
Letter I.
I good and I'd like to suggest that we should letter
B.
B good last one letter
C.
C good thank you អញ្ចឹងអានេះយើងឆ្លើយតាមលេខអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចយកវាទៅបំពេញនៅទីនេះក៏បានណាពេញនៅទីនេះក៏បានអូខេអានេះលំហាត់នេះយើងសុំ skip ណាសុំឡងវាព្រោះអីវាគ្រាន់តែជាការបង្វិលកងអាហ្នឹងតើលេងក្នុងថ្នាក់បានសុបាយឲ្យយើងឈរចំយើងប៉ុន្តែអត់មានកងទៀតណាអមថាឲ្យសិលាក់ឈរទៅនេះអញ្ចឹងពេលវិលអញ្ចឹងទៅសិលាក់ចំកន្លែង suggest new idea អញ្ចឹងសិលាក់ត្រូវនិយាយអ្វីដែលពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងស្នើសុំគំនិតថ្មីអញ្ចឹងណាហើយបញ្ញាឈរទៅនេះចោលថអញ្ចឹងវិលចំសិលាក់កន្លែងនេះគូមួយបញ្ញាកន្លែងនេះសិលាក់បកដល់កំណត់ថ្មីហើយបញ្ញាឆ្លើយថាអត់យល់ទេនិយាយម្ដងទៀតមកអត់យល់ទេអញ្ចឹងនិយាយធ្វើម៉េចយកកំណត់ទាំងហ្នឹងអញ្ចឹងគេឈរប្រចាំគ្នាយ៉ាងពីរនាក់បវលអញ្ចឹងគឺក្នុងហ្នឹងគឺអាមួយជាអ្នកនិយាយមួយជាអ្នកឆ្លើយតបអូខេអញ្ចឹងបើធ្វើក្នុងថ្នាក់សបាយមកប៉ុន្តែតើឲ្យប្រធានថ្នាក់យើងផលិតកងនឹងឲ្យមួយណាផលិតនឹងឲ្យមួយអូខេអញ្ចឹងនឹងគ្រាន់ជាការ practice បែបហ្នឹងនេះភាសាគេសម្រាប់ប្រើនៅក្នុងការនិយាយនេះផ្ដល់ជាលក្ខណៈមួយចំនួនទេមិនមែនតាទាំងអស់ទេយើងនិយាយមិនក៏បានដែរតែបើសិនជាយើងមិនដឹងនិយាយមិនយើងអាចប្រើភាសាអស់នេះ agenda for week office meeting របៀបវិរៈក្នុងការបង្កើតការប្រជុំការិយាល័យណាគឺអានេះភាសាដែលយើងប្រើសម្រាប់យើងនិយាយពេលយើងវល់កងជួបដូចនិយាយម្ដងទៀតមិនមែនមានន័យថា5ហ្នឹងទេច្រើនជាងហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែនេះជាការឲ្យ recommend ទេជា recommend ទេ Should we have more coffee break យើងគិតសម្រាប់ឲ្យបានច្រើនជាងហ្នឹងអី Okay For the new office decoration what color should the wall be We need a new office assistant. What type of person do we want? We have extra training budget. What type of course do staff want? Do we need more of fewer office meeting? នេះជាភាសាយើងប្រើសម្រាប់និយាយពេលយើងប្រវល់កងណាអូខេឥឡូវយើងមើលមួយទៀតលំហាត់នេះជាលំហាត់ listening ផងដែរឲ្យយើងស្ដាប់ណាបន្ទាប់មកយើងមើលកន្លែងណាខុសគេសរសេរ minute ហើយឯ minute មានន័យថាកំណត់ហេតុស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំគេប្រជុំទៅបានរឿងហ្នឹងណាស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំហ្នឹងគេសរសេរមកបានរឿងហ្នឹងប៉ុន្តែការសរសេររបស់គេនេះអត់ត្រូវទេអត់ត្រូវខ្លះខុសខ្លះអញ្ចឹងយើងស្ដាប់យើងយកកន្លែងណាដែលខុសគូសចេញហើយសរសេរឲ្យត្រូវចូលណាអាណាត្រូវក៏ទុកទៅអញ្ចឹងគេចង់និយាយអញ្ចឹងនេះគេបញ្យល់នេះច្រើនប៉ុន្តែខ្ញុំសង្ខេបអញ្ចឹងនេះគេដាក់ some information is incorrect listen to part of the meeting and correct it ហ្នឹងគឺចង់ឲ្យយើងធ្វើអញ្ចឹង Okay, let's stop here.
Listening script 5.4. Report on a meeting. Okay. Point 1 is about the conference. It starts on the 8th, but I think someone should go out early on the 6th. What do you think, Hugo?
Sorry, but I did that last year and sat around for a day. There was really nothing to do. I think if we go early, it shouldn't be until the 7th. It really isn't worth it.
Okay, that's fine. Do you agree, Dahlia?
Sure. Do you want me to go?
Is that okay with you, Hugo?
Absolutely.
Okay, point 2. I'm assuming you're dealing with that, Dahlia.
Yes. I've already found a good hotel near the fair and I'll book the flights.
Great. Now, what about this idea to sponsor a reception for delegates? In the past, other publishers have sponsored drinks and buffets in the evening. I'd like some views on this. Hugo?
Well, they certainly attract people looking for a free dinner. I wonder if the evening's a good idea, though.
Sorry, Hugo, I don't understand.
Well, maybe if we just offer drinks at the stand at lunchtime, we'll get more people actually looking at books and talking to us.
That's a good idea, Hugo.
Yes, nice idea. Can you organize that, Hugo?
What's my budget?
Let me check with accounts after the meeting and I'll tell you.
Sorry, Robert, but before we finish, there's a problem with the prices in the brochures.
Really?
Yes, the brochures have been updated with our list for next year, but the prices are the same. We can get them reprinted, but not in time for Seattle.
Oh, no, you're joking.
Sorry.
Any ideas?
Let's just include the price list as separate from the brochure. We can say these are new for next year.
But won't it show that prices have gone up? People will be able to compare next year's with this year's.
True. What do you think, Robert?
Well, we could include some offers on the new price list and show some prices haven't gone up.
That might work.
I don't think we have a choice, Robert.
Okay, I'll prepare that. Right, Hugo, Dahlia, anything else that you want to discuss?
Okay, everyone, we have finished listening already, and we about to come to an end of our books, our unit. So let's finish it, everyone. And for this exercise, let me check answer for you. This one is wrong. Okay, Dahlia agree. Okay, so let's see. I saw all answer. Okay, this one is correct. Dahlia offer to find hotel and find a flights. And this one is just about breakfast buffet, not correct. About lunch. It's just a drink at lunch. Okay. A drink at lunch. Offer drink at lunch. Okay, Dahlia disagree. Dahlia agree, not disagree. So we, yeah, agree. Prefer lunch even, all agree. Yeah. Roberts to give H SH mean Hugo budget. So this is wrong. Not yet. អត់ទាន់ឲ្យលុយនៅឡើយទេណា Dahlia point out a problem. The brochure is incorrect date. Incorrect date. Yeah, incorrect date. You're right. It is right. It is right. Correct date. Of HS or Hugo offer to make a new price list, and Dahlia's and Roberts agree. Okay, good, correct. So, minutes of the meeting មានន័យថាកំណត់ស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំណាអញ្ចឹងក៏ឲ្យយើង prepare ធ្វើសរសេរស្មារតីអង្គប្រជុំសរសេរ report ណា report យើងធ្លាប់រៀននៅមេរៀនទី4ហើយសរសេរយ៉ាងម៉េចខ្លះសូមមើលមេរៀនទី4ឃើញណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងចូលទៅលំហាត់ចុងក្រោយនៃសៀវភៅក្នុងនេះខ្ញុំសូមបញ្យល់ជាសង្ខេបតែម្ដងមិនបាច់អានឲ្យទេព្រោះម៉ោងយើងកាន់តែជិតដល់កាន់តែឆ្ងាយណាអញ្ចឹងក្នុងនេះជាភាសាសម្រាប់ធ្វើ presentation យើងរើសមួយណាក៏បានពេលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើម presentation នៅពេលដែលយើងនិយាយសាច់រឿង presentation ជាភាសាដែលសម្រាប់និយាយយើងយកមួយណាក៏បានឬក៏យកច្រើនទាំងអស់ក៏បានមួយនេះជាការយើងចង់ present ឲ្យថែមគំនិតយើងអាចប្រើភាសាមួយណាក៏បានក្នុងនេះប៉ុន្តែឥឡូវគេឲ្យយើង practice ឲ្យយើងជ្រើសរើសយក topic មួយនេះ topic A topic B topic C យកមួយណាក៏បានដើម្បីធ្វើ presentation ដោយអនុវត្តយកភាសាទាំងអស់នេះយកទៅប្រើនៅក្នុង presentation របស់យើងបទបង្ហាញរបស់យើងណាប៉ុន្តែគេមានឧទាហរណ៍មួយនេះ 5.5 Now listen to Pierre ឬក៏ Pierre អង់គ្លេសហៅ Pierre He choose topic A គាត់ជ្រើសរើសយក topic A មួយនេះណា Which expression does he use below អញ្ចឹងយើង tick មក expression ណាដែលលោក Pierre នេះបាននិយាយអូខេអញ្ចឹងស្ដាប់មកខ្ញុំទាំងអស់គ្នាដូចតទៅ
Listening script 5.5.
Okay, so there are a number of points to consider when placing a newspaper advert because you want it to be as effective as possible. First of all, there's the reader to consider. You need to know who you are trying to reach. So, for example, if your product is for teenagers, you need to put your advert into the type of newspapers or magazines they'll read. Right. The second point to remember is that once you've chosen the best newspaper, you also need to consider where it will appear. Obviously, the front page is good, but it's the most expensive place. That's also true for the back page. So look at the paper and decide which parts are most interesting to readers. Maybe it's the sports pages, or perhaps it will be in the TV section. Again, this will help you reach the right kind of reader. Something else is the appearance of the advertisement. You need something to get the reader's attention, like bright colors. Perhaps a photograph, or some of the words need to be very large. I think that all helps.
Thank you. Now, Erica, can you ask Pierre your question about his talk?
Yes. People say that newspaper advertising isn't as effective as, say, a TV commercial. Do you agree with this?
Well, I think that it's true that TV commercials are sometimes very effective, but newspaper advertising can also be more.
Okay. So, here he used this one. You can see. So there are a number of points. You see, there are a number of points to consider. And then mentioning and sequencing point.
The second point to remember.
Second point. Third, this one. Yeah, you're right. And this one. So he used 4 phrase. And last one. What did he
It's
use?
also important to say.
He said you also
Rough
need to
context.
consider. And this one also. Yeah, you're right. He said 2 things. Okay. So this is what Erica question. And do you think that it's a good question? How would you answer it? Yeah, it's a good question. She suggested that if you advertise on TV, it would be more effective than just using newspaper, because now there are many people, including me and including you, don't read the newspaper, so it cannot reach millions of people. But advertising on TV, it reach millions of people. Okay, now we have finished our study, but before we finish, look at this one first. Speaking success ការរៀននិយាយបានជោគជ័យ Start your talk by saying what you're going to talk about. Separate each point clearly. Say why each point is relevant. Give an example to support each point. Okay? អញ្ចឹងពេលយើងនិយាយ complete រៀបចំទុកជាមុនអញ្ចឹងនិយាយអញ្ចឹងនិយាយអ្វីដែលយើងចង់និយាយរួមនិយាយចំណងជើងជាមុនចង់និយាយអញ្ចឹងបន្ទាប់មកនិយាយចំណុចតូចៗនៃចំណងជើងឲ្យគេស្ដាប់ហើយធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យចំណុចទី1ទី2ទី3មានទំនាក់ទំនងគ្នាប្រើវិធីដូចជាប្រើ pronoun ដូចគ្នាប្រើ first second third ដែលជាដើមណាបន្ទាប់មក complete ឲ្យឧទាហរណ៍បញ្ចូលទៅលើចំណុចមួយដែលយើងបាននិយាយឥឡូវធ្វើម៉េចខ្លាចជាអ្នកនិយាយដល់ពូកែជាអ្នក presenter ដល់ពូកែណានេះអ្នកនរមើលrecord the presentation listen afterward which of the expression useful expression in exercise 3 did you use okay ឥឡូវខ្ញុំសូមបញ្យល់ជារួមមានន័យថាប្រសិនបើអ្នកធ្វើជាចង់ធ្វើឲ្យ presentation របស់យើងបានល្អអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាគួរតែថតខ្លួនឯងពេលធ្វើ present រៀងរាល់ការធ្វើ present ឬក៏ធ្វើ present សាកល្បងដោយថតខ្លួនឯងពេលដែលយើងថតយើងកុំ present បានបន្តិចឈប់ថតបន្តិចទៅមើលសិនមែនទេ present ឲ្យចប់រឿងចាំយើងទៅមើលឡើងវិញតើយើងនិយាយត្រូវឬទេតើយើងនិយាយល្អឬទេតើទឹកមុខតើចំហយើងឈរនោះល្អឬទេពេលណាយើងថត 2-3 ដងទៅយើងប្រកាសជាមានអារម្មណ៍ថាយើងមានការកែប្រែខ្លួនឯងអូតូម៉ាទិកតែហ្មងអូខេអូបញ្ញាតែមើលតាម YouTube វិញបញ្ញាផ្សេងតែមិនបញ្ញាក្នុងនេះណា
ភាសុបញ្ញាឆ្លងមើលក្នុង YouTube
មើល YouTube ហ៎អូខេគាត់លុប comment ចេញវិញហើយមិញគាត់ដែរឥឡូវគាត់លុបវិញបាត់ហើយដាក់មកអូគាត់ផ្លេចដាក់ឈ្មោះភាសុបញ្ញាអូខេអរគុណបញ្ញាសម្រាប់ការចូលរួមខ្ញុំមានវិធីថ្មីចាំត្រសៀលហ្នឹងបានធ្វើជូនអ្នកទាំងគ្នាវិធីចូលរៀនថ្មីតាមប្រព័ន្ធ e-learning យើងដោយมันមានភាពរអាក់រអួលណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងអ្នកទាំងគ្នាឥឡូវយើងចាប់ហើយអ្នកទាំងគ្នាមានអ្វីសួរខ្ញុំទេសំមួយចំណុចទៀតចង់និយាយគឺពេលដែលយើងចង់ដឹងថា present របស់យើងល្អឬមិនល្អសំទោសហ្នឹងហើយបើចង់ដឹងថា present យើងល្អមិនល្អយើងប្រើ checklist នេះដើម្បីវាយតម្លៃខ្លួនឯងអញ្ចឹង did you spend time preparing and making notes តើយើងមានបានចំណាយពេលរៀបចំជាមុនហើយកត់ត្រាទុកជាមុនទេ introducing the topic នៅពេលយើង present តើយើងមានប្រាប់ប្រធានបទឲ្យគេអត់តើយើងមាននិយាយ 2-3 ចំណុចអត់និយាយ present តែមួយចំណុចអត់ល្អណាយ៉ាងតិចក៏2ចំណុចដែរ តើយើងមានបន្ថែមកំណត់ខ្លួនឯងចូលទៅក្នុងការបញ្យល់ទេតើយើងឆ្លើយសំណួរសិស្សដទៃទៀតល្អដែរទេអាហ្នឹងគឺជា checklist តារាងទៀងទាត់របស់យើងណាតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងទេអញ្ចឹងអ្នកទាំងគ្នាមានសំណួរឲ្យសួរបន្ថែមទេមុននឹងយើងឈប់មានទេអត់មានទេណា
មានចា៎
បាទអញ្ចឹងអត់មានទេមានតែបាយបាយណាបាយបាយហើយកុំភ្លេចអ្នកទាំងគ្នាមើលមេរៀនឡើងវិញនិងអានមេរៀនឡើងវិញផងថ្ងៃស្អែកនឹងទទួលបានវីដេអូคลิปថ្មីមេរៀនទី6ណាហើយពេលបានមេរៀនទី6ហើយសូមចូលមើលវីដេអូคลิปនិងធ្វើលំហាត់ក្នុងវីដេអូคลิปឲ្យបានគ្រប់គ្នាណាអូខេសម្រាប់ពេលនេះខ្ញុំអត់មានថតរូបដូចពេលមុនទេព្រោះអីយើងឃ្លានបាយហើយណាអញ្ចឹងបាយបាយទាំងអស់គ្នា good luck thank you for this morning and I wish you have good health good everything and also with best luck thank you so much
thank you ចា៎
yeah bye bye take care everyone
yes teacher
yes